do you guys think? Okay, number 7. In chapter 19, what does Jim see over the ship? He sees the pirate. He says the Hispaniola still lay where she had anchored, but sure enough, there was the Jolly Roger, the black flag of piracy, flying from her peak. So, does this concern Jim? This even lets us know more that the battle is coming. The mutiny, the ship has been taken over, and it is no longer Captain Smollett. It has fully been taken by Captain Silver. Okay, Jim finally gets to sleep. He wakes up and sees who carrying what. He sees Silver. Flag of truce, I heard someone say, and then immediately after the cry of surprise, Silver himself. And at that, up I jumped, rubbing my eyes, ran to the loophole in the wall. So Jim's perspective here, he's telling us that he sees Long John Silver carrying the white flag, truce flag, carrying it to him. So what do you think is going on in Jim's head? When he sees the pirate flag, now he sees the white flag. Two conflicting stories to know that Captain Long John Silver is definitely up to something, and it's no good. We know that it's no good. He's a pirate. Pirates can't be all up to no good. Okay, number 9. What does Smollett offer to Silver as a counter to Silver's initial plan? So they're negotiating, and they're pirates, and Silver's a pirate, and Captain Smollett knows he cannot trust him. So no matter what Silver says at this point, none of it is going to be good. So Captain Smollett says, "My man," said Captain Smollett, "I have not the slightest desire to talk to you. If you wish to talk to me, you can come, that's all. If there's any treachery, it will be on your side, and the Lord help you." So we get a little bit that there's possibly Captain Smollett could be a Christian or some sort of believer. He's calling, he's saying, let the Lord help you, or is that a threat, or is it actually like, if you make this decision, God is the only one who can help you, leading you down this path. God is the only one who can help you. It's our choice and our free will to behave a certain way. And Captain Smollett knows this and is almost tempting or testing Long John Silver at this place. Could he possibly be a believer? You tell me. And something that you may write about in your essay for your test. But we have Long John Silver, of course, wants the treasure. And he fully believes, he knows that Jim and Captain Smollett, their crew, that they have the map. And Long John Silver, of course, comes on. He's playing, "Oh, I never wanted to hurt you. You're amazing people. Let's just figure this out." And Captain Smollett doesn't believe him, and he's like, "Okay, I know exactly that you knew what you were doing this whole time. You are a man, you are a pirate, you have free will, and you made your choice." And Long John Silver thinks that Abraham Gray has given in to everything, has given into the conspiracy to take back the ship, and that he has told him the plan. And Captain Smollett is like, "No," he said, "because I would never ask somebody to go back on their word." And so, which then again leads us to believe that Captain Smollett may be the only man of good, the only man of trueness, good in his heart, possibly believer again, that he wouldn't ask somebody to go back on a friend. And Long John Silver is like, "Oh, pirate, with this guy, because he's really, loyal. Has his moral code of his compass, and he follows it, which is not very heard of in the pirate life. They go back and forth, and they do whatever is best for themselves, not for other people." So Long John Silver offers this: "Give me your map and stop shooting at me. And we'll stop shooting at you." The pirates will offer them a choice. And Captain Smollett and his friends, he said, can sail off, go home, go safely ashore, and the pirates will just go ahead and divide all their supplies and stay on the island. So Long John Silver also mentions that the offer is open to any men with them, any man on the fort. Captain Smollett says, "Okay, is that all you have to say? Is there anything else you want to offer?" Saying like, is there more stuff you want to give me? Like, is this it? Really, you came to me and this is all you're giving to me? And so Captain Smollett says, if the pirates come one by one, unarmed, to surrender, Captain Smollett will chain them up in the ship and take them back to England for a trial. Yes, trial. If the pirates don't agree to this, they're going to end up really messed up. They don't have the treasure map. They won't have supplies. They're going to end up starving on this island. And so it gives something for the pirates to think about. What is the best choice here? It's to say the pirate life and stay true to their new captain or their old captain, Silver. What do we do? It's a place of what would you do in this situation? Would you make the right choice? Would you say, okay, now is the time for me to get my life back on track? And even if it ends up like in trial and on jail, is that a better place than me like starving to death on this island? And Long John Silver is crazy mad, and one of his guys who came with him like has to straighten back, said, no, you're not going to go after him. And Captain Long John Silver laughs at him like, oh haha, I wasn't really going to do that, because he's got to cover up for his mistake there, because he was supposed to come as, you know, waving the white flag, a truce, and here he is wanting to start a fight. And he says the pirates are going to destroy them and their fort that they've created, and they're going to laugh all their way back, you know, with the treasure. And then he goes away and he kind of like disappears. Whew, that's an intense scene. I mean, when you think about what that would look like on the movie screen, or what did that look like in your head as you were reading of it? I think sometimes our imagination is a lot better than what somebody else is going to put on the screen, because you can see it all, you can create that. So I'm really interested to see what you guys have to say about what how you saw that scene happening and the intenseness of it, the pirates going after it. Okay, number 10, all the good stuff from chapter 21. What happens? More pirate fighting, yay. And this one we're going to talk about in class, so put a big circle around it, and I want you to be ready to share your answers in class, because I don't want to tell you what happened. I want to see what you have to say about this one. And now time for code word number 2. What was code word number 1? I don't know if you didn't hear it. You got to go back and listen to it. Okay, code word number 2 is snow. So snow for code word number 2. Snow. Okay, only a couple questions left. Number 11. Jim comes up with a brilliant idea. Describe his plan. So he gets an idea. It seems like this kid is full of ideas. None of them which lead to good things. You know, his mother faints. He goes and he steals money at the beginning, or his mother steals money. He wants to go on this, you know, finding Long John Silver. He wants to go on this treasure hunt. He wants some life and exciting things. And we find out before that he wants to give it all up, pretty much, in question number 12. But anyway, number 11 first. He gets his idea. He's going to, under the cover of the night in the fog, because that's a way to hide, right? The fog. And at nighttime, it's hard to see. It's not like they have electricity. They're out there, even with the lanterns or candles. It's dark. They're in the middle of nowhere. He rows out to the Hispaniola, and he cuts the anchor and just kind of lets the ship float off. He waits into the very darkest part of the night and picks up the boat, the tiny rowboat, and sets it on the ocean to row out to the Hispaniola. So now he hears the drunk pirates. They're fighting. They're trying to strangle, kill each other, and he's having a hard time with the boat because the waves and the tide are so strong, and he's just one kid, right? He's kind of scrawny. I don't know how he lifted his mother after she fainted and pulled her up the hill. And he is positive at this point that his little rowboat is going to crash into the rocks and he's going to die. So which leads us into number 12. Where does Jim desire to be? He desires to be back at home. Yeah, he wants to be at the Admiral Benbow Inn. He realizes his plans are not everything that he thought they were going to be. Adventures and sometimes not what you're willing to give up for. And maybe at this point, we could say God is reaching down to him, like a golden rope place. Like I call it the golden rope. That God is like, okay, you have a choice right now. What do you really want to do? Is this a path that you want to take? Are you willing to give up what you thought was adventure and actually come on an adventure with me? Did you really need to go out into the world and get involved with pirates? Did you really need to make these choices? And as you guys get older, you'll find that not all your choices are best, and some lead us to not the best people who to influence. So important to listen to your mom and dad and pastors and youth pastors and people. You surround yourself with people who are good for you and will help you make the best decisions. And Jim at this point has not done that. So he's a 17-year-old kid, and he got caught up in the sparkle of Hollywood, the sparkle of being a pirate, of treasure hunting. And what it turns out is he realizes he just wants to go home. So question for, of course, class will be, does his plan look like it's going to work? Why or why not? So it's seeing Jim in a different light, even though we know he was a scrawny kid, and his dad died, and he gets told a crazy secret about treasure, and he takes initiative to tell the secret, which then leads him on this treasure hunt and meeting pirates and getting involved with these pirate people. But he also meets a good guy. He meets Captain Smollett. And is Captain Smollett the man who could potentially change his life? I don't know. What do you think is going to happen? So your job is to finish reading Treasure Island, and I will be sending questions as form by 9 o'clock tonight, so you guys can work on that this week. Remember to bring all your treasure hunt map stuff to class next week. That is important. We're going to go treasure hunting. Are you going to be a pirate or not? Are you going to be a good guy? Are you going to be Captain Smollett? Are you going to be Long John Silver? That's going to be a choice for you. And just start looking over, rereading, looking over your notes and answers for your test next week. It's not in class. It will be take home. And start to get an idea of the Christianity part of Treasure Island. Is there one? Are any of these people godly people? What would have happened if there had been one person to influence them in a better direction? Anyway, I miss you guys. Have a great snow day. Remember, snow memories. Yay, creative time. Yep, I look forward to hearing what you did in the snow, Travis, Evan, Abby Lou, and John. Don't have too much fun, and I will see you guys next week. Bye. Oh, and remember your code words. Send me an email or write them down. Your 2 code words. Remember, there's 2. And just let me know that you did watch the video. Okay? You guys have a great day. I'm going to go play in the snow with my kids. Maybe for a little bit. It's a little cold out there for me. Anyway, see you guys next week.